Under the bright lights of Dodger Stadium, the energy was electric as fans filled every seat, waving blue flags and chanting one name louder than any other, Shohei Ohtani. The moment had finally come. The Dodgers' two-way superstar, the face of global baseball, was stepping onto the biggest stage of them all, the World Series. Expectations were sky high, and while the night didn't go exactly as planned in terms of the final score, it was still a night that would go down in history, because Ohtani launched his first ever World Series home run. From the first pitch, the tension was thick. The Dodgers had fallen behind early, their opponents capitalizing on small mistakes. Yet, every time Ohtani stepped to the plate, the crowd buzzed with anticipation. His focus was sharp, his eyes locked onto every pitch like a laser. The world's best player wasn't going to let the pressure get to him. Even as the team trailed, you could sense that something big was coming, and when it did, the entire stadium erupted like a thunderstorm. In the bottom of the sixth inning, with the Dodgers needing a spark, Ohtani delivered. A hanging curveball met the sweet spot of his bat, and the ball rocketed into the night sky. It carried deep, soaring toward the right field bleachers. Fans stood in disbelief, phones out, as the ball cleared the wall for a no-doubt home run. It was Ohtani's first in the World Series, and yet it felt like the beginning of a legendary chapter. The Japanese superstar rounded the bases with quiet pride, knowing what that moment meant, not only to him but to millions watching around the world. Japanese broadcasters screamed with excitement as his countrymen celebrated across Tokyo and Osaka. For many, this was more than just a home run, it was a symbol of how far Ohtani had come, from the fields of Iwate Prefecture to the global stage of Major League Baseball's championship series. Fans remembered his childhood dream of becoming the best player in the world, and now that dream was unfolding before their eyes. Though the Dodgers would ultimately fall short in Game 1, the story wasn't about defeat. It was about resilience, pride, and history. Ohtani's homer wasn't just any blast, it tied him with Hideki Matsui and Ichiro Suzuki for the most postseason home runs by a Japanese player. One more, and he'd stand alone atop the record books. The weight of that milestone didn't slow him down, if anything, it made him hungrier. In the clubhouse after the game, Ohtani remained calm. Reporters crowded around his locker, but he spoke softly, choosing his words carefully. "I'm not thinking about the record," he said in English, then smiled. "I just want to help my team win." That simple line summed up everything fans loved about him: humility, focus, and an unwavering dedication to the game. Teammates like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman praised his attitude. "He never changes," Betts said. "Whether we win or lose, he shows up and gives everything." Freeman added, "That's what makes him special. He's chasing greatness, but he's doing it the right way." Those comments showed how much respect Ohtani had earned, not only from fans but from his peers. As the Dodgers prepared for Game 2, social media was already exploding. Clips of Ohtani's homer were trending worldwide, and Japanese media outlets flooded their morning news shows with headlines celebrating his milestone. Even in defeat, his name dominated the conversation, proof that one swing from Shohei Ohtani could overshadow almost any scoreline. Behind the scenes, coaches and analysts marveled at his ability to adjust. The opposing pitcher had dominated him early in the game, mixing speeds and locations, but Ohtani's baseball IQ was unmatched. By his third at-bat, he'd made the adjustment. That's the hallmark of elite players, the ability to learn mid-game and punish mistakes. Statistically, that home run was historic. It marked his 9th postseason homer, tying him for the most by any Japanese-born player in MLB history. Considering this was his first trip to the World Series, it made the feat even more impressive. The baseball world knew they were witnessing something rare, a generational player performing on the grandest stage. Fans in Los Angeles compared the moment to the great Dodgers home runs of the past, from Kirk Gibson's miracle shot in 1988 to Corey Seager's blasts in the 2020 championship run. But Ohtani's felt different. It wasn't just about the Dodgers, it was about baseball as a global language. His swing carried the pride of two nations. In Japan, bars and viewing parties erupted in celebration. People hugged, cried, and waved flags. For many older fans, it brought back memories of Hideo Nomo's first MLB start, or Ichiro's record-breaking hits. But Ohtani's power, both literal and symbolic, made this feel like a new era. The Dodgers coaching staff praised his composure. Even after the loss, Ohtani spent extra time in the batting cage the next morning. Reporters noted that he was the first player to arrive at the stadium, headphones in, quietly preparing for another battle. His dedication was relentless. Former players like Albert Pujols and David Ortiz weighed in on broadcast panels. "This guy's unreal," Ortiz said. "You can't pitch around him, you can't intimidate him. He's rewriting what we thought possible." Pujols added, "He's the real deal. He's not chasing fame, he's chasing history." Back home, Ohtani's parents reportedly stayed up through the night to watch every pitch. Their pride was evident when Japanese television interviewed them. His mother smiled through tears, saying, "He's always worked so hard. This moment means everything." The Dodgers fans, though disappointed with the loss, left the stadium buzzing. They knew Ohtani's homer wasn't the last they'd see this series. One fan said, "He gives us hope every time he steps up. Even when we're down, we believe." That belief had become a signature part of Ohtani's impact. He gave people something to cheer for, something to believe in. As analysts broke down the game, they noted how Ohtani's swing mechanics were perfect, balanced, powerful, and precise. His bat speed clocked among the fastest of any player that postseason. That home run wasn't luck, it was science meeting talent, honed by years of discipline. The Japanese media dubbed it Ohtani's World Series declaration, saying his first home run was a message that he had arrived, and he intended to leave a mark. Articles compared his journey to samurai legends, warriors who fought with honor and precision. The symbolism wasn't lost on anyone. Meanwhile, the Dodgers clubhouse stayed positive. Manager Dave Roberts told reporters, "We're not worried. We've got the best player in the world on our side." That confidence reflected how much the team relied on Ohtani's leadership, not just his numbers. As the night went on, fans replayed his homer over and over. The sound of the crack, the roar of the crowd, the slow trot around the bases, it was cinematic. Broadcasters in both English and Japanese called it differently, but the emotion was the same, pure awe. For young fans, especially in Japan, that moment was inspirational. Baseball academies reported spikes in interest, with kids saying they wanted to hit like Ohtani. His influence transcended wins and losses, he was shaping the next generation of players. Across MLB, rival players couldn't help but admire him. Even opponents commented on social media, calling him a monster and a once-in-a-lifetime player. There was a shared respect. Ohtani's greatness lifted the entire sport. As Game 2 approached, anticipation built again. Analysts predicted that Ohtani's momentum might ignite the Dodgers' offense. Fans hoped that his leadership could turn the series around. For Ohtani, though, the goal remained simple: play his game, stay humble, and keep believing. The story of Shohei Ohtani's first World Series home run wasn't just about baseball. It was about perseverance, cultural pride, and the pursuit of greatness. It was a reminder that even in a losing effort, moments of brilliance can shine brighter than the scoreboard. And for Ohtani, it was just the beginning. The world knew he wouldn't stop at one. He was chasing a championship, chasing history, and showing once again why he's not just a superstar, he's a phenomenon that transcends borders and generations. In the end, Game 1 will be remembered not for the loss, but for that one unforgettable swing, the moment when Shohei Ohtani sent a baseball, and a message, soaring into the night sky. The legend is only getting started.